Well, it feels like I haven't really made one of these videos in a while where I just sit here and I just talk about some movie news because, movie news has been kind of slow lately for the past couple weeks, and I didn't really want to make just a bunch of reaction videos because I feel like that would be kind of lazy, just making reaction video after reaction video. And I'm not really only a reaction channel, I make other types of content as well, but there just wasn't really anything going on in like the movie side of things, so that's kind of why I haven't really uploaded in the last couple weeks. But we just recently got some pretty interesting information regarding Avengers Doomsday. Now, we actually got a concept art of Avengers Doomsday. That is like the thumbnail of the video that I decided to use. And I was originally going to make a video talking about like the concept art, but then I just kind of thinking, you know what? Everybody else is all making videos talking about the concept art, so I was like, there's really no point in me talking about concept art that hasn't already been mentioned or said or anything like that. So I just kind of was like, you know what? I'm just not going to talk about that. And then originally I was going to make a video talking about what Marvel movies we could expect after Secret Wars, like the movies that we could most likely expect to come out right after Avengers Secret Wars. But then we got this information regarding Avengers Doomsday, which I'm going to talk about. And when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I can talk about that instead. That is something that I can talk about. And that is over the fact that we have finally gotten the estimated runtime of Avengers Doomsday. Now, this isn't really the official runtime of the movie or anything like that, but it is probably going to be pretty dang close to the official runtime. And we also got the information on when tickets for the movie will go on sale. Yes, that is right. Even though we are still like 5 months away from this movie, we are already getting information on when tickets for this movie could go on sale. So let's go ahead and dive into that stuff right now. Alrighty, so here we have it, the Hollywood Reporter. This is where the article is coming from. We got Avengers Doomsday tickets to go on sale next week, and the runtime for the movie revealed. So this is what we got right here. It says are going on sale early for premium format screens. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be for like that whole like Infinity Vision thing that Marvel is doing for the re-release of Avengers Endgame, which is crazy that Avengers Endgame is going to get re-released for the second time. If you don't remember back in, I think it was actually September of 2019 when Endgame originally got re-released because the movie, or no, I think it was July actually, yeah, because the movie came out in April of 2019 and it didn't surpass Avatar. Everybody was like trying to make it surpass Avatar and all that. They're like, oh, we need to make Endgame the highest grossing movie of all time. Even though I don't really understand why we needed to do that, everyone just was like, oh, make this the highest grossing movie of all time. And then it didn't do that. So they re-released Endgame in July of 2019 so that it can beat Avatar, which it did for like only a couple years or so when then Avatar got re-released and then it surpassed Endgame again, which a lot of people are salty about. They're like, oh, it cheated to beat Endgame, even though Endgame had to get re-released in order to surpass Avatar. Like, I'm like, Endgame did the exact same thing where they had to re-release the movie so that it can pass Avatar. And people are like, oh, Avatar had to get re-released so that I can pass Endgame. And I'm like, Endgame did the exact same thing. But anyways, the Doomsday tickets are going to go on sale for, I think, around the time that, or I think if you buy, like, well, anyways, let's just read what it has to say. It's kind of confusing. I don't really know how to describe it. So yeah, the studio will open ticket sales 5 months early for Infinity Vision theaters. So I'm thinking that, like, if you go to a theater that is going to have, like, the Infinity Vision screenings for Avengers Endgame, or like what is called like Endgame Encore or something like that, then you will be able to purchase the tickets for Avengers Doomsday. So they're not going on sale like for everybody. They are just going on sale for the Infinity Vision theaters. So wherever you're going for the Infinity Vision theaters, they will have the tickets for Avengers Doomsday, if that makes sense. So you can't just go to like your average Cinemark theater, or if you're in Canada, you can't really just go to your average Cineplex theater and they'll have the Doomsday tickets. Like, I'm pretty sure it only works if you go to a theater that has the like Infinity Vision thing. And if you go to that, then they will have the tickets for Avengers Doomsday. And then what else does it have to say? Yeah, in the wake, basically the only reason why Doomsday is having these like Infinity Visions What the hell's that? Anyways, the only reason why Doomsday's having these like Infinity Vision screenings is because of the fact that Dune Part 3 is coming out on the same day as Avengers Doomsday. Now there has been like some talks and some rumors of Disney possibly moving the release date up to like December 11th. That way they can at least secure like a week or so of IMAX tickets for Doomsday. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It'll depend on when the trailer for Doomsday comes out, if it says December 18th, or if it'll say like December 11th or something like that. Because there were rumors that they might move it up just so that they can get the IMAX tickets. Because since Dune Part 3, why are all these freaking random pop-ups popping up? But anyways, since Doom Part 3 is securing the IMAX tickets for December 18th, Marvel is not able to secure any IMAX screenings for the 18th, so there was like some talk saying that they can move the release date up or things like that, but we don't really know if that is official or if that really is going to happen. And the early ticket sale plan also comes with a runtime for the film, and that is clocking in at around 2 hours and 45 minutes. Now, if you remember, back like around a year or so ago, I think it was around like March 2025, somewhere around there, I made a video talking about the possible runtimes for Doomsday and Secret Wars. And I was making a video about like the articles that like Joe and Anthony Russo were talking about when they were asked like how much would the or how long would the movies be, and they said that Doomsday would clock in at around 2.5 hours, and then Secret Wars would clock in at around like 3 hours or so. Well, it seems like that is true because Doomsday is set to be around 2 hours and 45 minutes. Now, this isn't an exact runtime because it says while the film's final cut is unlikely to be locked this far in advance, this is like what they seem to be around right now. So it could possibly be like 2 hours and 35 minutes, maybe, or 2 hours and 40 minutes. But if this is the real runtime, this would be the second longest film in the MCU because the original longest film, or like the current longest film, is obviously Avengers Endgame, clocking in at just a little bit over 3 hours. And then the second longest film right now is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And then I'm pretty sure this third longest film, what will the third longest film be? I don't really know what the third longest is. I think it might be Infinity War, because that's 2 hours and 29. Oh no, it's Eternals. I just remembered that one was like 2 hours and 37 minutes. So it goes Endgame is number one as the longest, and then Black Panther Wakanda Forever is the second longest, and then Eternals is right below that at 2 hours and 37 minutes. So yeah, if this runtime is accurate, then it would be the second longest film in the MCU. So yeah, that is what we have for this short little video here, and the trailer for this movie is set to premiere at San Diego Comic-Con, which is in like a week or two. I think it's like 2 weeks. Or actually, no, September 25th. That would be like a little bit under 2 weeks. That would be like 10 days from now or something like that. So, yeah, we are quickly approaching the trailer for this movie. Finally, it is about time. This movie has had trailers premiere left and right. Like if you don't remember the CinemaCon trailer that we got for Doomsday back in like April, that trailer never got released to the public. There were like theories that it could get released to the public, but it just never ended up happening. And then there were rumors going around that the trailer could come out around the beginning of June. That never ended up happening. And so yeah, now it seems like that we are going to be getting the trailer on July 25th come San Diego Comic-Con, and that is when we will get the trailer released not only at San Diego Comic-Con, but also online shortly after that. So that is what we got in this video, and that is essentially going to wrap it up. So yeah, we are only 73 subscribers, or no, 74 subscribers away from 800. We got 726. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. And you guys can let me know if you think Doomsday should be around 2 hours and 45 minutes. I feel like that might be a bit too long, because I know people always say, oh, the movies need to be longer and longer. Well, that doesn't always necessarily mean that just because it's longer that it's going to be a good film. Take Avengers Endgame, for example. I'm in the minority where I'm like, you know what, Endgame was way too long. That movie did not need to be 3 hours long. I feel like they tried to make that movie 3 hours long, like on purpose, and so therefore it kind of felt like it dragged on a bit too long. So just because a movie is long doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be good. So we'll just have to wait and see. because Black Panther Wakanda Forever, even though that's 2 hours and 41 minutes, is still a pretty dang good movie, to say the least. So, yeah, that is going to wrap it up for this video. You can let me know if you're looking forward to Doomsday, and if you'll be watching Endgame in theaters on September 25th. That is when the Endgame Encore movie comes out. I'm not sure how much new footage we're going to get. If anything, it'll probably just be basically the same movie, and then maybe we'll get like a post-credit scene teasing Doctor Doom or something like that. So yeah, that is going to wrap it up for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.